Howie, could you please tell us something about how the products are made? Something about lightning and DNA drops, and what's that about? How is that done? That sounds almost magical.
So if you've ever walked out after a lightning storm, you can feel the air. It feels rarefied. About that. You go after a lightning storm from your home, air feels really weird. That's because there's a heavy concentration of negative ions in the air. Negative ions are abundant in nature where there's running water, lightning strikes, or heavy foliage. And what studies show is that negative ions have a really positive effect on your body. In fact, your bodies have a negative charge. All the cells in your body are negatively charged. They're built that way for a reason, to protect you against cations or positive ions, or sometimes known as free radicals. So there's a whole balance in nature with negative ions. They're very good for your body.
Okay, well, how are they able to take these botanicals in nature and make them into drops that are anion?
Yeah, it's a great question. So about 22 years ago, some scientists discovered a way of how to create negative ions in a chamber, and they call it the SA technology. And what basically happens is that botanicals are picked at their peak of ripeness. Our farms are located in Israel. They're flown over to our manufacturing facility in Moldova. Botanicals go through a process in a chamber where it creates a lot of turbulence in the chamber, lightning storm in the chamber, and that chamber process removes the plant DNA from the plants, and we take that plant DNA material and we infuse it in a caramel. So we mix a caramel at 80 degrees Celsius. We add the plant DNA botanicals into it. We create a different recipe for 15 different drops. So we target different responses by creating 15 different recipes that benefit people.
Wow. And you can take more than one drop at a time?
Yeah, absolutely. One of the issues is when you have products that taste really good, people aren't focused on maybe helping a certain thing or their body to respond to. So they end up eating it because of flavor. They select based out of flavor because they love the way it tastes. One of the great things about our products is you can't take too many, meaning the products all have an inherent botanical value. And when you take the botanicals into your body will assimilate whatever botanicals you place in it, and they'll use them effectively. There's a smart technology behind our product, meaning that the DNA is formatted in the product to talk to the cells in your body, so your cells in your body can easily assimilate that DNA and put it to use. So it's really efficient, and that you use all of the nutrients in them.
Putting that DNA to use, does that make our cells stronger so that free radical damage does not happen as readily to us?
Absolutely. There's a lot of things that benefit your body against free radical damage. The problem is a lot of it comes through different types of botanicals or supplements that aren't as effective. So in other words, if you swallow a capsule, you might only get maybe 25% of the benefit that was intended because the capsule is only so powerful in how it's delivered into your system. Most of it goes into your gut and you never use it. Because these drops are sucked on, it goes through your mucosal membrane into your bloodstream, which is assimilated into your body within minutes, making it a very effective product. That's why these tiny little drops are so potent, because of their way they're delivered into your system. And one thing I didn't add is that through the process, these drops are negatively charged with negative ions, which really super boosts their ability to provide the correct nutrients for your body.
What's the one thing that you would like to be able to let people know about these drops that most people don't know?
Yeah, so people have been using capsules since the days of Socrates. Capsules and pills have been around for hundreds and hundreds, perhaps thousands of years. They're not new. I used to think they were new, but they're not. So for all this time, people have been delivering nutrients in their bodies through juices or pills or capsules. Pills or capsules are only so effective. This is simply a brand new delivery mechanism that nobody's seen before. It's a new vehicle. It's a new way to get nutrition into your body. APOGO's done an amazing thing. They've created a rapid delivery system, and we're able to mask botanicals. So when you're sucking on some of these drops that have turmeric in them, that have licorice root in them, that have ginseng in them, you're not tasting all those botanicals. Why? Because they're masked through our technology.
Wow.
So you're just tasting pineapple, strawberry, Matt. You're tasting orange. You're tasting coffee flavor. But it's all 100% natural, organic, halal, kosher certified, which means they're beyond organic.
Wow. and no matter what we're tasting, it's as delicious as it is. The cells recognize the DNA. They take it into themselves and are able to utilize it readily.
Yeah, I'll give you a quick example. So HPR, I love the taste of HPR. It's one of my favorite go-tos. I took HPR with me 2 boxes to Arizona a few months ago, and that's all I sucked on. I was eating like 10 a day. Well, by day 2, I had a really upset stomach, and I'm like, what's going on? Why is my stomach feeling so queasy? Well, I got out the online, and I went and looked up HPR, and I realized that HPR removes toxins from your kidneys. And I didn't really think about it because I just taste it. I like it because it tastes good. But it really made me think about the products I was taking to respect each drop, because there is an intention for each drop. You just can't take it because it tastes good. So I realized to respect them and to use them how they were meant to be used.
Wow. As a result of this, more and more people I see will be using APL Go Drops. Where do you see this company going, like say in the next 1 year, 5 year, 10 years?
Great question. So we're a category creator, meaning we're first to market. So if you look at first to market products, they do really well over a long time span. Number one is they hold the brand. So any product that's first to market, they're always known as the company that brought a product to market for the very first time, so it's creating a new story. If you look around the world, the applications of these 15 drops, right? Each drop is an industry. You have the industry of pain management. You have the industry of blood sugar. You have the industry of relaxation, the industry of energy. Because we have 15 of them and people are already buying similar products to help with those symptoms and issues, think about these delicious rapid DNA drops going into the marketplace. They're convenient. You can tear and share. You can rip off one and hand it to somebody to take for indigestion. You can rip off, hand somebody to take for heart health. I see this as a very fast-moving vehicle, and at the end of the day, they taste really good, which is super important because I have a huge, well, not huge anymore, I had a cupboard full of botanicals, pills, drops, and lotions. I'll never use them. It's not that they don't work, they do. I just don't want to mix the powder. I don't want to choke down the horse pill. These are convenient, they taste good, and I can give them to anybody, and nobody's told me they don't taste good, because they do.
So even someone who's maybe doesn't know the whole story like you do, but they're saying, you know, I like these, I'm feeling better, they can share it pretty easily with their friends?
Yeah, first of all, they can share them because they're not expensive. Sometimes we have really great items or things that we take, supplements, but they're so expensive we don't want to share them because they cost so much. These are designed to tear and share. There's 30 per pack. Each pack wholesale is $25. So I don't know who can afford a $25 pack of a supplement that'll help them feel better and with the science behind it.
And so for the person that's looking at this as a way to earn a lot of income, maybe a little additional income, but there are some who are listening who are saying, I could see this as $10,000 a month, $20,000 a month, more. Is that possible?
Well, there's a saying, history rewards those who get there first, right? Being first to market is important if you take advantage of it. I personally don't want to join a company where there's some product that's been around for 10 years. It's not a new story. It's already saturated in the market and people have heard it before. I would love to go out with a category creator. Why? Because it's an interesting new story and people are really curious and want to try the product.
Sounds like we're here at the right time.
That's right.
I think so.
Thank you so much.
You're welcome. And wait till you see our comp plan.